Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, in today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, the theme is going to be destruction, because I have here two new creations with the Spud Gun update. I've got a destructible cardboard airplane on the left right there, and to my right there you can see I also have a cardboard tank. Both of these creations are completely destructible, and we're going to be checking them out. We're going to try them out, and then we are going to put them through some rigorous spud gun testing. I have created a ridiculous launching style wall of spud guns, and we're going to try and drive by them and fly over them and see what happens. So let's check it out. Alright, so before we hop into this cardboard fighter plane and cardboard tank, I gotta show you guys this. Take a look at what we will be using. This is an absurd amount of spud guns, and they are all completely wired together to this one switch right here, and look at what happens, guys, when you press it. Oh my goodness. It is just, I was gonna say it's raining spuds, but I mean, they're all pointing up right now, so it's like, it's not really raining spuds, but you can see there is a huge wall of spuds that is going up into the sky. So with that, we're gonna be able to try and fly over top of it and see some extreme destruction on this airplane, and we'll also be able to weld this on its side so it's standing upright, and we're gonna turn it into a wall of spud guns, and we're gonna try and drive the tank through it. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Now, this is not actually that many spud guns, so I think I'm gonna end up welding a whole bunch more of these together to create the ultimate destruction, but we'll get to that in a moment. So now it is time to check out the creations that we are going to be completely destroying, and we're going to start with this beautiful fighter plane. Now, one of the biggest challenges while I was building this was, of course, that I was trying to use as much cardboard as possible. So some of the thrusters, of course, they kind of had to stick out a little bit, which is not too much of an issue. I mean, nonetheless, this thing really does look pretty nice and a little creative at the same time, but pretty much all of it is made of cardboard. I did create a reinforced metal front here, but that was actually more for weight balance. But to get in, you just have to hop into the seat right here. I'm not going to go through all of the controls. We're just going to try and fly this thing around. I figured I would get up into the air and then try and shoot at this tank. Alright, there we go. We're getting some decent speed. We'll get up into the air, and we'll even put away our landing gear. There we go. Alright, so this plane is actually a lot of fun to fly. It's surprisingly easy to fly. It does maintain a relatively good amount of control. You have to be a little careful though with pretty much anything that you fly in Scrap Mechanic. But let's do a little turn around here and get towards that tank. Alright, so while we make our approach to the tank, I'm going to mention that I do have a destruction camera. That is right, guys. We're going to be able to see all of the action up close and personal. I'm so excited. Alright, so now we might as well just turn on these spud guns and get an idea of where they're landing. Alright, so I can see them landing right over there, not too far. So maybe we should just work our way towards the tank and get a little bit closer, and that should just trail them up ever so slightly. Alright, now we can control our pitch like this, and it looks like we are hitting that tank. Oh man, I'm super excited to check out the destruction cam. Alright, we're just gonna crash land this thing, so let's check out the destruction cam, and then it is time to let the tank get some revenge on this airplane. Alright, so this is the cardboard tank. We have ourselves 5 mounted spud guns on the top there for ultimate destruction, and we're gonna hop right up here into the turret and take a quick look, guys. This is absolutely fantastic. The turret does turn left and right just like that, and we can also press 3 and 4. So if you press 3 and 4, look at that, we can aim up. We can also aim down at our targets as well. So you know what, guys, let's exact some revenge here. And I think the ideal spot to aim is actually right here in the first person. Alright, so we'll press the 5 key. There we go. We are starting to shoot some spuds, and it looks like we gotta aim up a little bit. Whoa, a little too much. And there we go. That's a hit. Oh, man. Oh, there's another hit. Let's keep trying to get some direct hits here. I'm loving the fact that we can get some extra footage of all the destruction and see the destruction cam, because right now, like, I have really no idea what I'm doing. I mean, we're pretty far right now. You know what? Why don't we actually just drive up towards this airplane just a little bit more? Why not? I want to see ultimate destruction. There we go. Boom. All right. So there's a couple direct hits, guys. Let's take a look at the destruction footage and kind of assess the situation. Well, after reviewing the destruction camera footage as well as taking a quick look here, guys, we can kind of see that the destruction is rather underwhelming. We got some holes here, but really, I don't think this thing is incapacitated whatsoever. And if we take a look at the tank here again, you can see there is a whole bunch of holes, and I mean, some spots may have become a little more vulnerable than others, but realistically, it could take an extremely long time or way more firepower to actually take a vehicle down. And you know what, guys? That is why I made this thing. So I'm gonna weld up a whole bunch of these together. We're gonna make a huge spud gun wall. It's gonna be extremely epic and terrifying, so let's get to it. Well, here it is, guys. 1,152 spud guns, all pointing together in the same direction, ready to shoot. So I figured we'll leave this one here, horizontal, shooting up into the air, and we'll try and fly the airplane over top of it. We'll see how many passes we can do before we actually come crashing to the ground, and then we will take this entire thing, weld it up on its side so that it's shooting horizontally with the ground, and we're gonna try and drive the tank through it. So, let's do this. And actually, before I start all of these spud guns up, I'm gonna mention this thing is on the Steam Workshop if you guys want to blow some stuff up with spud guns. Alright, I am not sure what kind of effect this is gonna have on the game. Oh my god, that looks ridiculous. Okay, it's starting to lag. We are getting a little bit of lag right now. That is not good. This might be too many spud guns. I'm getting 20 frames. Okay, you know what? Let's tone it back a little bit here. I think I might have been a little overzealous with the amount of spud guns that we could shoot at once. So, for the sake of scrap mechanics science, I decided to try and turn them all on anyway. I'm getting about 15 frames, maybe a little bit less than that. And right now, this is not welded to the ground. I did already have it welded to the ground. This was when I first turned the first two on there. I had it welded to the ground, and the lag was still there anyway. But I think I'm gonna try and fly through this anyway. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this or not. The frames are really bad, but that looks absolutely terrifying. There are so many spud guns shooting at once. Alright, here we go, guys. This is it. It's the moment of truth. It's do or die. Alright. Very easily bring it over top. I have no idea what is going to happen. Alright, I think we're over top now. Yep. Okay, we're taking some hits. Whoa. Oh man, you can't even avoid them. I can't avoid them at all. This is actually going pretty good right now. I thought the game would have crashed, but it's not. The wing has been torn apart. Look, we're just a fuselage. That's all we are. Can I still fly though? Oh, wait, I thought we were out of the... Oh man, look at this. Guys, let's just bring this thing down to the ground. Wow, that was so epic. This is like a straight up plane wreckage. It looks so cool. Alright, so we get some stuttering with this many Spud Guns, but I think it's actually manageable. So, I mean, that was absolutely epic. Look at this. We almost... Wow, look. Only one little block was actually holding the entire right wing on. But look at that. We lost the front propeller. Oh man, this is so cool. Okay, I hope they optimize this a little bit more so that we're not getting this hitching right now with the frames. But I mean, nonetheless, look, it's so cool. Alright, so let's turn this thing on its side and shoot at a tank now. Oh man, I just got rid of the huge wall of cannons, and look at this, guys. This is all the wreckage from the plane that fell from the sky. Oh man, I totally forgot. I was like, what is all underneath this right now? And it's actually a whole bunch of the plane. I'm very impressed with how the Destructions is working in Scrap Mechanic right now. Alright, so now it is time for the tank to stand the test of the Spud gun wall, but I'm actually going to be using a much smaller gun wall because the other one was just too laggy, and I figure, you know what, we're not trying to fly over it or anything. We have a lot more ground control here when we're using something like this tank, so I only use one panel, and we're gonna try and drive around in it and just kind of see how long we survive. So let's start this switch right there. Now look at that. Oh man. It is just a wave of Spuds. This is crazy. Okay, so let's get into the tank right here. Oh man, I am absolutely terrified. All right, here we go. We're gonna go into the field of Spuds, and there it is. Okay, we're starting to get hit now. This is absolutely devastating. I think most of the Spuds are probably landing somewhere around here. Oh man, we are getting pelted with potatoes right now. This is crazy. Alright, so the back end is completely destroyed. We're still moving, no problem. I guess it's time to drive into the field. Oh my god, this is extremely terrifying. There are so many Spuds. Okay, we're gonna try our best to keep driving. Let's get this angle right here. Oh wow, look at this. We're getting pummeled. Totally pummeled right now. I think we're gonna start falling apart very soon. Okay, let's see. Does the turret work? Yeah, okay. The turret is still working, no problem whatsoever. I mean, I guess we could try and take some shots back at the wall, but that won't do anything whatsoever. You know what? This is kind of like a screensaver, actually, isn't it? Oh, no! I have totally lost control of the gun. I have no more fire anymore. Uh-oh. This is not good. Let's try and make our way to the end here. Let's just see if we can't survive all the way until the very end of the Spuds. Look at it from over here. You can see them all just raining down. All right, we're crazy enough though, guys. We're gonna drive right back into it. This tank must be completely disabled to finish this test. All right, we're driving back into the fire of Spuds. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the follow cam, and oh, there it is. Oh wow, the tank is going back in for more. And it is absolutely gone. Okay, we can't really assess the damage, really, can we? Alright, you know, I'm gonna try and catch that tank, and we're gonna check it out. Well, of course, I would find it in the corner of the map, but let's get this thing on the lift. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling, and there were a whole bunch of loose cardboard parts inside of the tank, but this is all we have left. And now, I'm gonna say, though, the wheels stood up extremely well. The Spuds just couldn't penetrate in behind the wheels there. They would have to get from the front or maybe something like the back there. But I did actually add some wedges, which was kind of like to act as a little bit of reinforced armor. And I would say the armor made a huge difference in the quality of the tank and how well it actually survived that Spud wall. And I mean, right now we are basically just left with a giant piece of Swiss cheese. So there you have it, guys. That is going to be today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations. I sure hope you enjoyed these builds or the video. If you did, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see more endless Scrap Mechanic, then consider subscribing to the channel, maybe even turning on some notifications and seeing the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.